Okay. Hey everyone, it's Jenny Dietrich and
Addie Dietrich.
Addie Dietrich. Is there anything you'd like to say to the SpinSucks viewers?
No.
No? You just wanted to hang out on the video with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So today we're going to talk about, does anyone have a current definition they use of working versus non-working dollars? I'm looking for a more modern definition. Curious how others define it in today's digital world. So a couple of things. I actually am just going through this with a client right now. Now I'd like to first describe to say that my expertise is B2B. So we're not going to do any consumer business in terms of metrics. Can you please stop copying? So B2B, no consumer, but I think some of the things that will apply across the board. Number one, you want to look at the difference between brand awareness and actually tracking metrics. And there's something to be said for awareness and reputation and all the things that communications does. Bye-bye. While you're also using, especially digital communications, to measure your work. So it's really challenging. One of what we've been talking about with the client is, how much is that? Is it half? Is it 50%? Is it 60%? Like, what is it? So right now where we are focusing is we're at about 65% metrics and 35% education, awareness, credibility, all those kinds of things. With the 65%, and right now we're just building benchmarks, so we don't know for sure if that's the right number. So we're gonna spend the next 75 days. I'd like to do 90, but we're probably gonna get 75 to build those metrics and figure out what that looks like. So we look at three things. We look at marketing leads, we look at marketing qualified leads, and then we look at sales qualified leads. And then we have different triggers for each. So from a marketing lead perspective, and I should have pulled this up before I started, we look at quality of submission. So is it somebody, is it a competitor? We're not going to consider them a marketing lead. Is it a reporter? We're not going to consider them a marketing lead. So we look at the quality of the audience. Is it somebody that fits our title, that fits the demographic, that fits an industry? Then we look at origination. So where did they come from? Was it from social? Was it from PR or media? Was it from paid social or paid search? Was it from display? What tactic did they come from? Then we look at contribution. So how are we helping them go through the process, the funnel? What are they, how are we nurturing them through that? And then we look at conversion. So, does that happen? So for this particular client, we have a list of prospects. We know who we're trying to reach. And we've put those lists into our marketing automation, and we've tagged them as such. And we've done the same thing with current customers. We've tagged them as such as well. So when we have something that goes out and you get a form submission, so a form submission would be a blog subscription. They've downloaded some content. They subscribed to the blog. They've filled out a form on a landing page, contact us, anything like that. They submitted a form. They've given us an email address. Then we consider that person a marketing lead. If they're on our prospect list, they get ranked higher, right? If they're a customer, then they don't get to go on our list. And then we have really specific goals. So I think this month we have our goal is 10, and then we start to build it out as we start to build this stuff. So when you look at that, look at it from the perspective of what are we spending on brand awareness and education and expertise, and what are we spending on actual metrics? It's right now it's a 65-35, is that correct? Yes. Yes, 65-35 split. It may go up, it may go down, it may balance out. We don't know yet, but that's where we are. So those are the three things we look at. We look at from a metric standpoint, marketing leads, marketing qualified, and sales qualified. Boom, 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 boom. And then we look at the other half of it, or other 35% of it, in terms of brand awareness and education and expertise. And that is what I have to say on metrics for now. It's my favorite topic. I love to figure this stuff out. So if you have other metrics questions, please let me know. I am Jenny Dietrich, and this is my intern,
Addie Dietrich.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
No.
Okay,